Greetings and salutations. What's up? Dap it up. High five. But we're going to get right to it. And I do have to give a quick disclosure, given the nature of this content. That is, it's no ill will to any corporations, any companies, in particular DoorDash. Because I was thinking about it, right before I push record. And it's like, I don't have any ill will or any problems with DoorDash. The only problem, the major one, is the pay. And I'm like, that's the majority of people in the USA. Like, you don't have, just think about it. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hold on. Hear me out. Listen to me. Hear me good. If you have an issue, if any, right, it's gonna be a lot of y'all that's acting like y'all job is just where it's at. But if we're gonna be real, like I always am with you, so please be that way with me. If your job was paying you 5,000, 10,000, 20, 50,000, $100,000 more, right? If you raise your pay rate, if you double it, if they offering you double what you getting paid now, or if you times it by 15, whatever number you getting paid hourly, it gets times by 15. All the things, or I will at least hope half of the things that you complaining about, right? Since people love to throw that word out there, you complaining, complaining, complaining. If you're not just strict, because I'm all about positivity. So if you're not constantly just saying and being positive and just turning the other cheek and letting all the BS roll off your back, if you decide to open your mouth up about it, you complaining. But I'm already digressing. So all the things that you may dislike about your job, right? If the money is given or provided for it, I'm pretty sure you tolerating a lot more of that. You gonna love that job, just like this job, like DoorDashing. Like I don't dislike it. I was about to say I love it. Like I do. Like I love the job itself. Like being out, being able to deliver, being able to, the little looking for the apartments, and when people don't want to come down and get their stuff, you have to understand I wouldn't even be tripping and or complaining. I wouldn't be complaining about it if I was getting paid the money on. If I was getting paid the money for it, I wouldn't be worried about it. I assure you, I'd be good. But that's like almost every job out here as far as on the level on which I'm talking about. So when I say every job, that don't mean like obviously there are some jobs that pay. We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But the common job or the jobs that's just out here that the everyday person typically will have and can get, they're just not paying enough. But if they were paying enough, then we would be good. But aside from that, now the reason with DoorDash in particular, it's what they have you doing, how far they have you driving. Like I'm gonna post some of the offers that I got here today. It's Saturday, just in case the videos. Like sometimes I don't know. Like I'm a real person. Things happen to where I'm not able to get the videos out same day. Like the last video, it was a compass of yesterday and this morning. So I'm doing my best for you, but I will be here. I'm showing you the best I can in real life, my real life, how it goes. Like right now, I need to figure out where we going. It's a eatery. Okay, it's right here. So the orders like it's low money, and they have you like the one that I got, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna post it. The first one from me going on this dash was $12 for 10 miles. Like driving way too much. The old me would have took that. And now I've learned, and I'm gonna post this as well so you can see it on that chart. I just made it. I need to be at 70%. So then I will go from the silver tier to the platinum tier. And you see the difference in benefits there. But still, when it's all said and done, like someone within our community already shared with us, it doesn't matter your status, you're gonna get the orders randomly, or if people like myself who once were at a higher status, or the higher status people, they have first dibs, so to speak. But if they're not there and they're not available, or they're on their own run, then somebody's got to do it. So I'm probably gonna be in that boat. I'll try my best to keep it at a 70, but I'm not going to accept rides that just aren't worth it. And then the biggest elephant in the room is when people say and remind me that, the gas, the wear and tear, the oil changes, the brakes, the tires, like they don't care. They do not care. They don't even have like a real, like, well, I think they do, but it has to be a certain situation for you to even like get phone support. I won't digress. The point is they're not gonna help you with any of that financially, and the inconsistency in it. Like I was saying in the last video, when you're doing it like myself, real life, full time, doing it all day, you learn and you realize throughout the days, like it's probably gonna pick up now. This may be a lunchtime since we're creeping up on 1 o'clock. But at the end of the day, you're consistently not on DoorDash getting orders, not like that since I've been doing it. But Uber Eats, they'll consistently give you orders, but it's not they're not good. The quality of the orders are not good. So you find yourself potentially up against that. Take the kind of orders, or not work and wait for the good orders. And then at what point in time, if you're doing it all day long, are you consistently going to get good orders until it becomes like not consistent money? And that's one thing I do not like. I don't like inconsistent money. um this is, it can be up and down in a sense, but it's still, if you put in the work, you take the orders, you know what you're getting. It's money there. It's just like a bigger pool on what you want to get or do. That makes sense. Like, it's inconsistent for me in the sense of I don't know exactly down to the dollar how much I'm going to get. Some weeks can be better than others, but I do know if I put in the work, I'm going to get the money. That's what's guaranteed. So, like, I get it, but main reason why I would feel like, in a nutshell, on why Door Dashers are really quitting or not doing it, is the inconsistency and lack thereof with the money, the work versus the money. People say, "Oh, this is a high school job. This is just a gig job. This isn't a real job." I beg to differ. I mean, this is how a delivery driver, a delivery man, that's a real job. If you're a pizza delivery driver, that's a real job. This is no different. You're doing that for multiple companies and doing more work half the time. Sometimes I'm grocery shopping for folks, but I get it. This is considered gig work. And the sad part of it all is, even the employer, they don't even view it as a real job, I guess, based on the pay. I know they don't. They're relying on tips that are absent most of the time. So it's just a poor setup that's extremely underpaying their drivers. I'll say it again, I feel like it's criminal. A lot of the stuff, a lot of offers, like, it's got to be a system and computer that just spits it out, because nobody in their right mind can and should be allowed to do that. I'm sorry, like, it's tough, but give me a moment. I'm getting ready to go pick up this order, and then we'll get back to it, because it's a lot. Don't want to come across as complaining either. Just giving you the reasons in real life based on my experiences on how I know people ain't gonna be doing this, and I'm providing for a family of three. Like, people ain't able to do it, just doing it for themselves. But this is that's why they say it's meant for high school. You just got out of high school, college. Basically, anybody who's not of a sound mind, and they're just willing to be taken advantage of. But even then, nobody should be subject to that. It shouldn't be like this at all. No matter if you are legal and illegal immigrant, just got out of high school, just need a little bit of money for the side, a little bit of play money, whatever you need it for whatever reasons you're doing it for. This is work. Just because you want to throw gig in front of it, pay some gig money, pay some giggity dollars, so we can get our giggy jiggy on, because this ain't gigging or jigging. So, like, yeah, people ain't about to keep doing this. Like, come on. I don't want to seem like I'm coming off as being petty with this next point, but there are external factors that happen, right? External things, mainly like you have the standoff, where sometimes people like to be people, like I always say. It seems like I love saying because that's the best and the most polite way to put it. And with that being said, they like to be uh, petty and not give you the order and do the whole confirm order thing. I had to make a whole nother video on that. If you don't know, not the slightest thing about confirming order in a nutshell. It's what they try to make you do upon before they give you the food. Some businesses, I guess it ties into, there's so many people out here stealing food and just being that petty. I know I heard it from the horse's mouth, so I know people do it, but not at the rate and not at how rude some of these people want to be with you. So that's that. And then it just takes time sometimes for them to bring your food out. So couple that with them wanting to be acting irritating, then that'll have someone like me tight, and I just need to learn to get over that, especially, during the duration of while I'm doing this job, just kind of be grateful to have it and do it. But there are a lot of things where people just saying, like I get a lot of oh well, it's the easiest job ever. It requires no skills and this, that, the third. All right, finding some of these apartments, that requires skill. I know you want to sit there and you may laugh at that or whatever, but yeah, like especially out here in Arizona, they have it all. Like the how they have it set up is doesn't make the most sense, but that's neither here nor there. It does take some know-how to navigate that. You couple that with the time that it can take for them to be preparing the food, and then that $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, only $10 is losing. It's already whatever value it had at the $10 mark. It's losing money with inflation and what's currently going on with you trying to earn it. And people just don't care. They want to wait. They want to wait for you to pull up. Then they want to decide to come down when they know it's going to take them at least 10 minutes to get down. There's no consideration for your time. And you just gotta be smiling and, oh, here you go, whatever. You can't say the truth. You can't speak the truth. If not, you gotta worry about your account getting like somebody reporting on you, or the bare minimum giving you a thumbs down, like, oh, he's no good as a driver, this, that, the third. He kept it too real with me because I barely wanted to tip, or I thought my dollar tip was just gonna stretch so far as to have him just go on a whole mission to get me my food, like stuff like that. Not complaining, just telling you why people are not doing this, even on the side or whatever, this or that. It's not worth doing in any situation. Whatever type of, or it's gig work, it's this, whether you coming out of high school or not. I don't care what type of worker you are. And this is it seems like one of my last lines that I currently have to make income legally that I actually like or enjoy or can somewhat do. So this is coming from that heart and that place, right? So it's all love. But when you don't have the pay and you have to deal with all that other stuff that I've mentioned, that is the blueprint to make people want to quit working DoorDash and gig work and side jobs, side hustles. Where's the hustle part is you gotta have that mindset to, I'm doing it, I'm hustling in hopes of getting a big fish or landing something, like what we hustling, all right. Or is it the side part? Is it the side? Because you getting, like, it ain't the main course. You're not getting a big piece of that money pie. You ain't getting a big slice of the money on. You only getting a side. So that's why it's a side hustle, because it's just a side piece of money. Is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Maybe it's in the title in these definitions, because people keep telling me, like, oh no, that's why it's gig work, or it's a side hustle. And it's just like, nah, I'm talking to you about it, like, just really realizing what's really going on. Like, they created a borderline illegal system, and because this is uh a malpractice. This is total bad business. Ain't no way they could be paying what they trying to pay barely legally. They might as well. And let me stop because I was getting ready to probably say some stuff to where, yeah, let me this let me tell you, there is no way, because there is no way. Like, I could see if they were providing me one of their vehicles to play these games in, because now I'm getting tight because I am putting my own vehicle at risk and on the line for a couple of peanuts, and yeah, y'all got me. Y'all did. Y'all got me. I definitely got to start applying and going back to the other part, but I am gonna show you play by play how you can do this. Don't worry. We all gonna have obstacles. Most of us have debt. If you like me, big debt. You have to know you gotta take it one step at a time. Don't stress yourself out about it. There's stuff that's gonna happen in your relationships. I'm not gonna be digressing. But with this DoorDash though, it that just kind of got me a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm tight, a little irritated. My bad. Even my phone overheated. What I was saying is I was just getting irritated. Oop, going the wrong way right now. Let me try to get out of this. But even my phone felt it and sensed it and knew it. It's not easy. Um, Facing the fact that I'm probably gonna have to dabble around with the 9 to 5 again, just because I have to live in reality and I do have a family to provide for. But I do not want you to stress. Your situation is probably different than mine. I want you to stay blessed and make sure you leave the rest, leave everything in God's hands, follow Him. Definitely, if you believe Him to be your creator and you're a believer, you are a part of the chosen family. I will definitely be speaking and hearing from you again soon. I appreciate you for everything you're doing, for being here. Most importantly, stay blessed.